I'm just curious as to like where you are with that realm of paranoia.
From a business and sales point of view, I never ever give that kind of advice or information.
How are you, bud?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. Been here a couple of times now, and we just actually recorded a video not too long ago, just introducing you to the stacking community on YouTube and everything. How's everything been going?
Good, man. Business as usual.
Yeah.
You know, just buying and selling metal.
Yeah. We were talking about how you are moving lots of gold, that you're strong on gold, you're bullish on gold, that you're constantly just like scrap, coins, generics, everything. Silver, yes, you dabble in that as well, but gold is, I guess, like one of your primary focuses.
Right.
So here's what I wanted to ask you, because I always like to find out where people stand on precious metals and essentially like doom and gloom. I call these people doom and gloomers. And you may very well be a doom and gloomer, which is fine. But I'm curious, you know, a lot of people on YouTube, they will say things like, you know, you gotta, you know, take all of your money out of the bank and put it into precious metals and hide it and bury it in your backyard. The government can take all of your stuff. Like, I'm just curious as to like where you are with that realm of paranoia.
From a business and sales point of view, I never ever give that kind of advice or information.
Okay.
I always just offer an exit and an entry.
Okay.
You can always buy and sell for me. When people ask on a personal, you see what's going on. There's inflation. There's a conflict in Russia and Ukraine. You know, there's a lot of factors going on in the outside world. It's more like, you know, there are reasons to invest in gold. There's a lot going on right now, but I never do that. Okay. I'm not one of those guys that say, listen, if you don't own gold, you're going to get caught with your pants down. Yeah, you know what I mean? And,
right.
I'm definitely not one of them guys, but I don't know. You gotta see what's going on out there. I mean, I would definitely own some gold.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot, you know, and it's weird too. We're here in the United States. We have like a different outlook on metals. It's not really as popular as it is overseas and in other countries. Right,
especially Asian
these
cultures.
People, they've had currency failures. Their currency collapsed. They've had banking issues that, significantly impacted their country. Mm-hmm. You know, they know the importance of owning metal. Mm-hmm. Here, it's kind of been dumbed down, it feels like.
I mean, you go onto a street and ask somebody like, you know, hey, like, you know, what is this? And you show them like a gold coin or whatever.
I see the guy tracks.
Yeah.
Trying to give out gold to people for free.
They don't want it.
They're looking at him like, like he's asking them something crazy.
But also with that, I mean, if you think about when you go through New York City and people are just handing you random stuff.
Yeah,
and you're like, get away.
Get out of here with the gold.
Yeah, but some people that actually do, you know, take it, they're pleasantly surprised.
Back to that, you know, there's definitely that fear out there.
Yeah.
You know, all these people are coming in here buying gold, especially the public. They have that fear in them. They're worried about the banking system. They're worried about their money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I definitely see that out there.
Did you see an uptick in the public coming in buying from you when we had those bank failures a handful of months ago?
Like somebody flipped a switch.
Okay.
And literally the next day, there were people online to buy metal.
Right.
You know, and then it stopped.
Yeah, that's because
it really got slow.
Yeah,
you know, and it just started recently picking back up again.
What if you were to point to maybe a couple of reasons as to why you think it's starting to get a little more busy?
Me personally, I think things are starting to get bad.
Yeah.
Here,
yeah.
A lot of I've noticed that even I told you I buy from a lot of the other stores, and they're bringing in bigger volume.
Okay.
So you know that just tells me that people all around need money. I get stores, this is just not local businesses. I get stores that ship me from Ohio, from California, you know, that lock in and ship it overnight. And like it's all over the United States. So there's definitely people selling to get money. It's very 2008-ish.
Now, how challenging is it though for you? Because you know, you only have so much capital yourself, so it's not like you can just keep on buying and buying and buying.
I sell all day long.
Oh, okay.
As it comes in on a typical day, I buy anywhere from like 10 to 50 ounces.
Okay.
gold.
Okay.
You know, and it's always sold. If you came in here right now, a wholesale too. I mean, I'm making 1% on some of these transactions.
Mm-hmm.
So you came in here right now with 10 ounces of gold. I pick up a phone and sell 10 ounces of gold.
Okay.
I don't sit on it and say, hey,
Just move it.
I think gold's going to go up in the next couple of days. I'm going to sit on it.
Right.
I call, lock it in, and take my profit.
Now, who are you selling to? Just other businesses like yours, and like guys you know that
especially
need it?
Now, some of these companies, they send out emails that they need this product. Like I said, they have these sheets, these buy sheets that you can buy and sell all day long off of them.
Okay.
It works the same way. If you came in and wanted to buy 10 ounces of gold,
right,
I just call and order 10 ounces of gold.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's,
now, how much silver and how much gold do you think people should own? Because I know that is a question that a lot of newbies, like, they'll walk in and like, how much should I have?
It depends on your capital.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would definitely own a little, and it depends on what your reason for owning it.
Mm-hmm.
These people that come in here and they say, they want end of the world scenarios. I'll tell you what you want. You want 90% dimes.
Yeah. Yes.
You want 1 gram silver.
Yeah.
If any of those situations came true, what are you gonna do with an ounce of gold?
Right.
You're not gonna trade it for a loaf of bread.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially because of $10,000,
Yeah.
like they say.
Yeah.
That's another funny thing I always bring up. These people that come in, they say these unrealistic numbers.
Okay.
Silver's going to $500 an ounce.
Yeah.
Gold's going to $10,000 an ounce. I always tell them, I say, if those prices, you're not even going to leave your house.
Yeah.
There's going to be chaos in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's something seriously wrong.
Something seriously wrong if metals are $10,000.
I can't tell you though, like, how relieved I am that like you at least have some reason and logic, and like you're sensible, because again, like, you and I only just met very recently, so for all I know, you could be one of those tinfoil, I call them the tinfoil hat people that, at least, like, okay, you're like grounded in reality.
Very realistic.
Yes, thank God. All right. See,
everybody.
That's why,
too. And like, long term, you always think, gold will be fine. It's thousands of years. But, when these people buy it, it's short term you have to worry about.
Yeah.
There's short pullbacks. So I get some of these people that buy on a Monday. There's a slight pullback. They're ready to sell on Friday.
Right.
And I said, listen, this is a long game.
Yeah.
Talk to me 6-8 months from now. We'll see where the price is. And you gotta have a little patience with metals.
I remember
they're
when
not going anywhere.
Correct. We've been around for thousands and thousands of years for mankind. Like, we've been mining this stuff for forever. What I was going to say was, in mid 2000s, because in our last video we were talking about how you were buying gold at like $300 an ounce, and then you were celebrating when it hit 700. I got into buying gold when it was around, I want to say like $8.50 an ounce, and so I remember paying like $9.80 for a gold eagle, and then I spent maybe I forget, it was like $10 on 10th ounce gold eagles. So I was right around like that $1,000, $900 mark or whatever. And I remember what got me into buying gold is I saw one of these commercials of these old people, and they're looking at the pamphlet and they're like, oh, we should buy gold, Harold, or whatever. I'm like, oh, maybe I should buy some gold too, right? And I remember when I called this business, I forget who it was, and I found them, but they were trying to push on me a lot of silver, like junk silver, junk quarters and dimes. And I remember distinctly they were saying to me, you really should buy this silver because, in a few years, what happens if, the entire country collapses? What are you going to do? And I was like, oh man, it's like apocalypse. Like, what is he?
He's selling fear.
And he's selling fear. Yeah. And that's something that is really, really, I feel like it's rampant in the stacking community on YouTube. So when you are selling your junk silver to the people on your website, or I would say people that walk in here, are you selling it because it's like is it because it's like a lower premium item? I mean, not so much anymore, but I mean...
No, you know what? Everybody has their preferences, and like people like it for some reason.
Yeah.
They like the half dollars, they like the quarters and dimes,
So what's your favorite between silver, gold, like your favorite coin? Like, actually, is it...
It used to not be eagles.
Okay.
I used to hate one because I always
Silver
pushed it-
Eagles or Gold Eagles?
both.
Okay.
And it took me a while to realize, like, that's the coin.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Nike of the precious metals.
Yeah.
You know, it became my favorite because it's everybody else's favorite. You know, I've never tried pushing them before. I've always stayed away from them because they've always been the higher premium of every product that I sell, and it's just grown on me. That coin's it.
But are they your favorite just because of how much business they generate, or do you just because you like the design?
Wise, I don't know.
Yeah.
Design wise, I like Pamp. The Fortuna is a cool design.
Okay.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I do.
The Mexico puts out cool coins. You
That
know what I mean?
stuff-
There's some nice. The foreign gold's cool. You know.
Yeah.
There's one coin in particular. I'd have to research it. It was like a general in like a military uniform on it. I like the stuff like that's cool.
Okay.
You know.
But was that like a historic one, or?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was a Spanish country.
Okay.
I don't remember, but stuff like that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, and I like some of the historic stuff that was struck on the spot.
Yeah.
You get some of these coins from BC that like they literally conquered a land
Yeah.
and put their king's head on coinage. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Stuff like that's cool. But
Now,
90% of the business is newer stuff.
Yes.
Eagles, maples, cougarons. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Now, what about gold buffaloes? Because I feel like in recent years the premiums on the buffaloes have come down, and you're seeing buffaloes and eagles selling for essentially the same price.
Yeah.
You know, any idea as to why that happened? It was always that the buffaloes were more expensive.
Yeah.
Why did, like, what caused? You might not even know, but I just
you
the
know
last
what?
couple
I don't
years-
know, but I've noticed it also. They're literally the same price right
Yeah.
now. People order them at the same time. I offer them at the same price.
Yeah.
You know.
I just don't get it.
I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not sure, but they're the two coins America puts out,
Mm-hmm.
and you know it's right up there with them. I get just as many people ask for buffaloes as it's a beautiful design too.
Yeah.
You know.
In the mid 2000s, I believe they put out fractional gold buffaloes. There was one year where they were like they did tenths, quarters, halves.
Worth big money.
Yeah,
2008, I think.
I think so too. And I knew nothing back then. I wasn't involved in precious metals, so you know, if I could rewind time, I would certainly be picking those up because, yeah, like you said, those are very valuable. Sure. And I'm curious if they'll ever do those again. But I really do appreciate you taking the time to chat. Man. And guys, you definitely need to check out Andrew Henn, Bayshore Bullion Exchange. I'm going to put his information down in the description. And leave comments down below. Anything you want me to ask this guy, we'll definitely get those questions in front of him. Awesome.
Yep.
See you soon.